Today we are going to discuss the all-in-one loom by Authentic Knitting Board, KB Looms, however you want to talk about them. It is an 18-inch loom that, in my opinion, can do anything you need to make anything. So let's talk about what it comes with. First of all, it will come with 2 sets of bolts. It will come with a long set of two and a shorter set of 2. And I will discuss what those are for here in a moment. It will have 2 wing nuts, 2 washers. You will have 2 rails on each side rails and 2 5-peg sliders. You will also get, along with these other bolts, you will get these multi-directional wedges. Now these wedges and the shorter bolts are for double knitting. So you've got 3 sizes of gauge, because gauge and double knitting is how far apart the side rails are. And if you take your longer bolts out and your peg sliders, you have 3 sizes: 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, and 3 centimeters wide on the gauge for double knitting. So let's put these in and see how it looks. So all you would do in order to take your peg sliders out is you will take that bolt out, remove that, do the other end. You can go, some people don't like the wing nuts. You can go to a hardware store and buy different things for those, so that something that would not catch, the yarn would not catch on. Sometimes that's hard to get out. I just press that down like that, pull that on out. There it goes. See, now you can see the difference in the lengths of the bolts. Now, I've got my sliders out. You've got 2 rails. You take your wedge and you can put it in to make it narrow. Wider or extra wide. So let's put it in with the shorter bolt. You'll always put the direction, the head will always be, as you will see, they're different. So this one is drilled so that the head of the bolt will recess into there. Now, let's go ahead and put that in like that. Slide that on through. Your washer and your wing nut. And then we got our other side would be the same way. Your short bolt. You can use your long bolts for these, but you will have them come out, see, on the side that it's recessed. Go ahead and slide that in there. Get it all lined up. And you will be tightening that up. Later that same day, we get that tightened up. And you're ready for double knitting on the all-in-one. See, that's what's great. You can double knit, you can single knit, you can knit flat pieces, you can knit in the round. So let's get back to other things that you can buy in addition that will fit the all-in-one loom. Now then, one thing that you can buy, now these come separate from the loom. You have to order them directly from Authentic Knitting Board, kblooms.com, is a 20 peg extender. Now, it's not a slider. You can see they've got the bolts on the ends. It won't slide down. They will only go in at the bolt locations. Now, these are the 3/8 inch gauge, which is the same as the all-in-one loom. The ones that come with the 20 peg extenders that come with the 28 inch loom is a different gauge. It is a 7/16 peg spacing and does not work with this loom. So you would need to buy the ones that are the 3/8. And all it is, and they do come with extra wing nuts, is it will go in just like that. Just make sure the groove and the pegs are facing outward. Now then, once you get those on, you can put your wing nuts on all four. And that will increase your peg count on the all-in-one loom to 136 pegs, because each side rail has 48 pegs. And with the sliders, it gives you a total, the 5 peg sliders, it gives you a total of 106. But with these, it will increase the number of pegs you have for like knitting blankets. I suppose you could knit something in a large tube as well, but it will give you 136 stitches. These are great to have. But while you are ordering those 20 peg extenders, there's something else, something new, because these have been out for a while. Like I said, the all-in-one loom comes with the 5 peg sliders. You can order also an extra set of 5 peg sliders so that you can use the all-in-one loom to knit some socks with 4-weight yarn, 2 at once. That's always handy. Is now Knitting Board has added 2 more sets of sliders. You've got the 1 peg sliders for the 3/8 inch gauge, and then 2 peg sliders as well. This is awesome. Now, if you're going to be ordering some, I recommend going ahead and getting at least 2 sets of each, because there may be something coming out soon, hopefully, yes, that would require using 2 sets. So, what can we do? with 1 and 2 peg sliders. Well, this is where the fun comes in, because you can just use it, you know, do it in the round. But you know what I like most about 1 peg and 2 peg sliders is making miter squares. Doing videos on how to work miter squares using a central double decrease, which would only require a 1 peg slider, or if you do a miter square with two stitch decreases, so like with the knit 2 together and a slip knit, then you would need this one. And then all you would have to do, instead of, if you've ever worked miter squares, you know you've got to move all those stitches, because every decrease row, it goes in. Everything goes in. Well, this way all you would have to do is just move that peg slider and none of the other stitches, because this would be the middle of your square. None of these other stitches would move. Every time you do a decrease, you would move that slider. Awesome. But what makes it even better is the all-in-one loom is not the only 3/8 inch gauge loom you have. Yeah, if you're thinking, well, I want to do miter squares, but I don't want to use my 18 inch. That's just too long. You can buy the 10 inch. The 10 inch, the new one, they used to come with the metal pins, but the new ones come with the pegs that are the same on all of the others, so you can single knit as well. It is still sold without anything extra for double knitting. So you've got your wedge, that like the all-in-one, it's the 3 direction. So you will have that. But if you buy this, you can always, if you already have an all-in-one, you can use your 5 peg sliders off of it, or order an extra set specifically for the 10 inch. So you can use your 5 peg sliders, and now the 1 and 2 peg sliders as well will work with for the 3/8, because they do sell the 1 and 2 peg sliders for the 7/16 inch looms, which is the 28 and the 38 inch looms. So when you're ordering, make sure that depending on, now if you have the 28 and also now the new 38 that's got these pegs as well, go ahead and just buy all of it together. But make sure that you've got these, because they are not marked. I have a little thing that I keep all of my stuff for my all-in-one, and then I've got another one for all the accessories, and then I've got another one that I've got labeled for the 28 inch, which of course now fits the 38 inch as well. And just make sure, of course you can always measure them and see which one's which. So this is this right here. Yeah, little short thing. Be great for making miter squares, for making, say, a miter square blanket. I'm wanting to make one of those. It's got the gradients, you know, it's kind of an optical illusion. Using the colors for the different stripes. And it would be perfect to be made on the 10 inch with the 1 peg, because I love the central double decrease on my miter squares. So if you have your all-in-one, or you're getting ready to buy one, I would recommend buying either your all-in-one or your 10 inch loom at some place like, say, Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby, someplace you can use coupons. because Hobby Lobby always has a 40% off coupon. Joann's, oh good heavens, if you can, sometimes they'll have a 50 or a 60% off, and if you time it right, they won't have the looms on sale yet, so you can still use those. That's when I would recommend buying the looms themselves. But you buy them, and then you go to the knitting board website, kblooms.com or knittingboard.com, and you want to buy the 3/8 inch 1 peg and 2 peg sliders. Like I said, I'd recommend getting 2 sets on those just in case. Go ahead and buy an extra set of the 5 peg sliders as well, so that if you are working something on your all-in-one with the sliders, you'll have an extra set as well just for your 10 inch. And of course, don't forget your 20 peg extender, which of course will work on your 10 inch loom as well. And like I said, these accessories, like the extra of these little sliders and the 20 peg extenders, are not sold in stores. I don't know if there are vendors on Amazon that sell them. I don't even know if if people who buy wholesale to sell in their shops and stuff, I don't know if they can buy these. I need to find that out. But go ahead and order all of those at the same time and save on shipping. Also, you can watch for times when Knitting Board does have a 10 or 15% off discount. Sometimes it's on different things. You never know. If it covers accessories, buy it all then. And then you can make anything, especially with the all-in-one. I'm convinced you can make anything at all you want to. Double knit, single knit. You can increase, decrease in the round by adjusting with the sliders. The crown of a hat you can decrease just like with needles and make a nice smooth dome hat on the all-in-one loom. It's amazing. I will be doing a video on that as well. There's already instructions on the Knitting Board site with the Loom FAQs, frequently asked questions. I wrote a whole series of articles for Knitting Board. One of them was how to have a decreased top of a hat using an all-in-one loom on any pattern. You really can, with any pattern that you're using on here, you can do that with. So keep an eye out for more of my videos. And like I said, if you're interested in having the top of the line looms that can do anything and everything, this right here, the all-in-one loom, that's the one to get. And you get these extra accessories, you're set. Put that on your wish list and keep an eye out for further videos on how to do these things I've mentioned with these looms. See you later.